I went to war in 8th grade. My battlefield was a history classroom. My cause, a debate about gender roles. My teacher had asked us this question: how many of you don't believe a woman is capable of being president? Nearly half of the hands in the room went up, many of them girls. I was shocked. The reasons varied from the impossibility of a female leader being respected to naturally the hormones. This moment stayed in my mind, not because of politics, but because it was the first moment in which I truly realized that women could be dismissed not for lack of ability or personality or drive, but simply for something inherent: gender. Gender inequality is defined by gender specialist Dr. Julia Wood as the unequal treatment or perception of individuals based on their gender. The United Nations elaborates further, saying gender inequality is a major barrier to human development. But outside of dictionary definitions, how does gender inequality impact everyday life? The truth is, gender inequality affects nearly all facets of life, from self-image to media consumption to experiences in the workplace and later in life in the classroom. Growing up, 81% of 10-year-old girls are afraid of being overweight. By the time they are teenagers, 60% of them will avoid activities because they feel self-conscious. These statistics, reported by the Center for American Progress, can be traced back in part to gender inequality in the media. Despite the growing number of women-driven films and campaigns, women still aren't well represented in many aspects of media. For example, the organization Women in Film reports that women make up just about 18% of all major film directors, producers, and writers. They control less than 10% of advertising. And just recently, a study published by the Washington Post reported that in the last 5 Disney princess movies, men had 3 times as many lines as women. So the problem here is clear. Whether it's animated characters or real people, women's voices aren't being expressed fully. And a lot of the time, they aren't even being expressed by women themselves. And this allows both women and men to internalize social misperceptions that cause girls to develop negative self-image. Now, these misperceptions also have consequences in the workplace and in the classroom. AAUW Solving the Equation reports that girls are far less likely than boys to pursue higher degrees in fields like mathematics and science. Further, in the workplace, women often face something called stereotype threat, a fear of conforming to negative gender stereotypes that actually causes women to underperform. For example, if a woman is reminded of the stereotype, girls are bad at math, her mathematical performance will actually drop. Now, solving the equation goes further, showing that scientists are statistically more likely to hire male applicants than female applicants, even if the female's more qualified. But why is this? Aside from social misperceptions, one reason may be that they're accustomed to gender inequality in the media. After all, the International Labor Organization reports that despite making up nearly 60% of the college-educated workforce, women make up just about 30% of all managers and executives. As Gina Davis from the Institute for Gender and Media says, if there's 17% women in a group, the men think that it's nearly 50-50. And if there's 30% women, the men actually perceive that as there being more women in a group than men. Now, this has to change, and it's already beginning to. Campaigns such as the one by Pantene, Sorry Not Sorry, encourage girls to be more assertive, while events like AAUW Science Trek teach girls to be confident in their STEM abilities. I myself attended Girls State, an all-girls mock government program that showed me the power of female voices. In fact, colleges like Harvey-Mudd College have more than tripled their female computing majors by introducing inclusive classroom settings and taking students to powerful, women-led conferences. It is essential that these efforts continue. Because gender inequality doesn't just affect women. It affects men, and it affects the safety, humanity, and empowerment of our world. When gender disparities are reduced, diverse voices can be heard. When gender equality is achieved, men and women can work together, sharing their unique perspectives. This reminds me of a conversation I recently with my friend Zoe, an adorable 6-year-old. We've been working on our homework, and I read off the week's writing prompt. What is one thing you wish you could change about yourself? She looked at me confused. Why would I want to change anything about me? She asked. I like me. Zoe is part of a growing generation of girls who celebrate their confidence. I hope that as she continues to grow older, she is helped by organizations like AAUW. And if she is asked if a woman is capable of being president, I hope she will say, women are capable of being anything. Thank you.